It is May 17th, day 57 of the renovation. The crew's been doing a little bit of work around here lately, mostly the electrical and plumbing work, and prepping for the windows. A lot of it is behind Colleen here. It's a little dark in here because all the power is off on this area right now. But they've roughed in all of the electrical along the back walls here. So power for the refrigerator, another outlet that's going to go inside of the cabinet here, power along this back wall, and also framing in one of the two windows. The other window is going to be right here. Running power for the oven along with gas for it too. It's a dual fuel oven. And also a wire for the hood fan that's going to go directly above both of those there. There's a bank of switches over here that'll run stuff inside of the kitchen. And also there's going to be another one inside of this post over here, although I think they might need to turn it vertical because the post is going to end up a little bit bigger than what we were aiming for if they leave it sideways here. We also put in the framing for the little knee walls that are going to be on the sides of the island here. These will eventually get covered in the same material that our cabinets are going to be faced with, so it'll look all seamless along the side of the island here on both sides there. They also got most of the patio door framed in, so it's an 8-foot sliding door, so fairly large here. It's going to take up a good chunk of this wall and put in a whole lot of light for us, so that'll really brighten things up in here. They also removed the window that's on the side here, because this is going to end up being our TV wall area. With all the light that we're adding to the space, we didn't really need this, and it only looked at basically the neighbor's garage, so not exactly the most picturesque window. They ran a tech tube here that I can route cabling through if I mount the TV on this wall here, which is nice. And also put a power outlet up there so you can actually just plug the power straight into the wall up there with the TV as well. So everything will be hidden and seamless, so they'll all get filled in once they start on the drywall there. They've also put in a couple spots for ceiling lights up here. We're going to do some kind of either a flush mount or just a low-hanging fixture there. And I also drilled for some can lighting up in the kitchen and the ceiling there too. I think they need to drill for the pendants too. I don't think they did that yet.
What's the red bar?
The red bar is the steel beam that took the place of the wall that was there. So it's being supported on that far end and then right here by these two 2x4s. The other one really isn't structural, it's just going to be decorative to balance out the island. A little bit more work got done upstairs too.
Little secret we found, this wall that you enter did used to have panel.
They plastered over
That panel.
the original paneling. The paneling was on the back of the fireplace, which is what this wall is here. And then it's all around this entire formal room, because if you look where they chiseled out the tile from the stairs, you can see the original paneling behind the plaster. So odds are it goes all around this entire formal room here. So I'm sure there is hidden paneling everywhere if you look for it. It's all buried now.
And they did take plumbing and put it behind the record
Yeah,
player.
I think I got that in one video, but behind where that cabinet goes is where they routed the plumbing down, which actually drains down into the utility room. I think the power's off down there, so you're not going to be able to film down there. But it drains down through that wall and ties into the main drain for the home. They did jackhammer out concrete and tie it into that. They've already got the gravel filled back in, and they need to pour concrete back to fill it back in. I also did a little bit in the laundry room / bathroom here. So they had to get into the larger drain plumbing that's in the floor here because this plumbing wasn't large enough or not technically to code. for the drain for the washer. So they had to jackhammer up some of the concrete here. Our contractor told me that apparently this concrete is like the strongest stuff they've ever seen, and that it was a real pain to get out. So thankfully they didn't have to remove too much of it there. But all the wiring, all the plumbing and everything is done for the washer and dryer to move that under those cabinets over there. So that's all done. Eventually they'll fill in and fix this this water damage that happened when the upstairs heater leaked. So this will have to get repaired eventually before they get out of here.
And here's the backyard. There's lots of weeds.
Yeah, there's a lot of dandelions.
You can't see 'em.
I went and bought some weed and feed fertilizer today, but it's been raining all day, so I can't get out there and do it yet. You're supposed to do it when it's moist, but not when it's actually raining. So I'm probably gonna come back tomorrow on my lunch break and fertilize and do some work on the lawn. So head upstairs.
Oh, one second. And then the garage has appliances.
It also has the soft top for the new truck that I bought yesterday, which if you open the garage, where's it at? I can't see it. I decided it was time to finally own a truck, so I bought a truck yesterday.
Truck. Here's my truck.
Yep. So I picked up a Jeep Gladiator yesterday here. The new, essentially, pickup version of a Wrangler. So far, I like it a lot.
Okay.
Yep.
Some more weeds, but we're gonna pull eventually.
Eventually.
In a very overgrown grass.
I'm gonna try to see if I can borrow a lawnmower from one of our contracting team. If not, I'll pay somebody to mow the lawn
A little
here.
dirty in here.
All my lawn equipment is still back in Florida. So
Okay, let's go to the bathroom.
let's go upstairs to the master bathroom.
This is our cool meal slot. We will keep.
This is the front door that's getting replaced that everyone's been voting on.
The storm doors going
Yes.
and 5 panels. So this is the door that's going, and then this is the awful religious glass that's leaving. Again, these are the stairs, carpet, and then these we're picking out flooring for. Because we ripped all this up.
Yep, we picked out tile the other night, so.
This is going to be a bench. And then this is going to be like a kind of a corner nook. And that leads to the family room.
Can't cut through the opening anymore.
This
We'll
is
just
the
do both
master
bathrooms.
bath. Here's Trevor's bathroom.
So I've got some more work done in the bathroom here. So the walls are officially done in the shower now and waterproofed. I used a foam board material instead of some of the other older methods of waterproofing a shower. So the foam is completely waterproof. It's got a waterproof barrier on both sides and then foam in the middle. So water cannot get through it, steam cannot get through it. It's very, very well sealed. So that should stand the test of time here. I also pulled the old insulation and re-insulated the outside wall here and put up a vapor barrier. Also did some expansion foam all around the windows to seal that. I gotta trim out where it expanded a heck of a lot there. And I'm also furring out the 2x4 framing a little bit because I had to space out the bathtub a little bit and bring that out. So I'm just going to basically bring the wall in 1.5 inches, which is just the thickness of a 2x4 here.
There's the yard. There's the
Yes. People have gotten where the yard is in the home.
Lots of wildflowers out there that need to go away.
Yes, dear. Also did a little bit more wiring work. Had to notch out a couple of the studs here. I'm gonna brace this one back up a little bit just to make sure it's plenty sturdy. But the sconces, where they needed to be centered with where the vanity is going to go, ended up basically right where they would line up a little bit into these here. So I'm going to make sure they're well supported and strengthen those up a little bit. But I've got the boxes wired here. Once I get the shiplap that's going to go on these walls up, I will tighten that all up. But wiring is all essentially done in here. I've been working on the ceiling too. So drywall is up, first layer of mud and tape is up. I did a pretty rough job just because I'm just going to end up sanding it down and doing another layer here. I'm going to end up texturing the ceiling anyway, so it should hide a good chunk of the imperfections. I'd like to get most of that knocked out this week if possible.
And more lights.
Yep.
That's where the toilet's gonna go back.
Yes.
We're keeping the one that was here.
Yep, it was brand new, so I will just put it back. It's sitting in the garage right now.
This is a pretty floor. This is our guest room. This is Trevor's
Very messy.
tool room.
Clean it up again. It's just a pile of tools. I don't have a proper workspace.
Master bedroom.
Yep, master bedroom.
Couple random doors.
So nothing really new in here. What
They took the
is
ceiling
now-
fan off, the awful blue one.
Yep. So they've also got the electrical and the plumbing largely done in here now. The shower is roughed in. We're gonna put the valve on the door side here instead of on the side with the actual shower here, because the door is gonna swing out this way. So you would have had to have basically, essentially got completely into the shower to have to turn it on before. So I had them mount the valve over here so you can just do it from the doorway essentially and not have to stand in the shower and get hit with cold water.
Where's the shower head again? Show them.
Shower head is up here. It's the dummy plug for them to test it there. So they've got plumbing running through all the walls here. Drains are all set for everything, all tied in. We're doing wall mounted faucets. The roughen valves are down there. Need to get the exact positioning dialed in with the plumber here, based off the spacing of the vanity, which the vanity should be arriving tomorrow. I haven't checked the tracking, but it's supposed to arrive tomorrow, so we can start test fitting some stuff and getting the alignment on things. The sinks are actually downstairs already. Those came really quick.
This is the toilet room.
Yep. So electrical is all done in there too. They've got a they're putting in a light and fan there. There's also another fan in here that they put in to draw out the shower moisture. So a couple different vent fans in the bathroom here. Also wired in a couple of ceiling lights for the closet. And that's about where they're at right now. The sliding door for the downstairs, I think, is getting delivered tomorrow morning, and they're going to be installing it tomorrow or Tuesday, I think. They're going to be framing in the shower, I think Wednesday or Thursday, and possibly tiling by the end of the week or early next week. So they're really starting to cruise now. Windows will probably be here in another week for that downstairs kitchen too, and we'll get those in. And we're rolling along. Hope to have another video toward the end of the week here.
Hi.